Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for the Pike County Chamber of Commerce County Commission Candidate Forum. I'm Dana Sanders, President of the Chamber. On November 3rd, there was only one contested race in Pike County. That race is for the District 4 seat on the Pike County Commission. Republican Chad Copeland is the current commissioner, and he is being opposed by Democrat Party nominee Michael Goodson. Both candidates were invited to participate and answer the same questions submitted by members of the Pike County Chamber of Commerce and in the same order. Commissioner Chad Copeland has agreed to participate. Michael Goodson has declined to participate in this, the only candidate forum in Pike County before the November 3rd election. We would like to welcome Commissioner Chad Copeland. Again, all of the questions we ask have been submitted by members of the Pike County Chamber of Commerce, and I'm the only one who knows which questions have been submitted. Each candidate will be asked the same questions in the same order as the opponent. You will have 60 seconds to introduce yourself, and then you will have 90 seconds to answer each question. When you have 20 seconds remaining, I will hold up this yellow card, and at the end of your 90 seconds, I will hold up this red card. If you would like, I can repeat a question, just ask me to do so. At the end, you will have 60 seconds to make a closing statement. Commissioner Copeland, thank you so much for joining us today. Please take 60 seconds and introduce yourself.
Okay, well, thank you, Dana. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to get our ideas out, get our thoughts out to the public in a different way than traditional. I know this year has been kind of tough with COVID, and so we thank you for that. Well, I'm Chad Copeland. I'm 42 years old. My wife, Donna, and I are both lifelong Pike County residents. We've been married over 20 years, or almost, we've been married 20 years, almost 21. We got 4 kids. Max, our oldest, who's at Troy University. We have Marks, who is a senior in high school this year. And Kaylee and Riley, my girls, they're both still in high school. 4 years ago, out of no political ambition, just community interest, we decided to run for county commission. And Pike County had been stagnant for too long. We've had a lot of success over the last 4 years, and we're looking forward to moving forward and having 4 more years of that.
Thank you. Question 1. Workforce development is something that many chamber members are interested in. What do you believe are the most essential elements of workforce development?
Well, with 750 new jobs in Pike County, that's definitely an issue. It's important for workforce development that you're training for the industries that are in Pike County. So those public-private relationships are really important. I saw something the other day about some local industry that was doing some free training through Pike County schools. Those kind of things are great. The academies that the Pike County School System offers, those are another great opportunity for workforce development. Southeast Alabama Works, Katie, they do a good job of trying to bring everybody together. The state has a lot of resources that we've used in Pike County, like AIDT and on-the-job training programs. But the main thing there is just the more industry involvement, the better. Because Sanders doesn't need the same employee type that Rex Lumber needs, right? So if the industry isn't involved, then it's harder to make that work.
The County Commission is heavily involved in industrial recruitment. When it comes to industrial recruitment, are you in favor of callback provisions? If not, why not? And if so, what specific clawbacks do you believe are most important?
Well, the answer to that is yes. I do believe in clawbacks. I'm glad Pike County is back in the industrial recruitment, economic development game. Over the last 4 years, we've had 2 successful county-led recruitments. First recruitment, Rex Lumber was the first recruitment since the early 90s. So just glad to be back in the game, bringing industry and participating, bringing the industry back to Pike County, or to Pike County. Universal Precast was the second one that we did, and it was another big land. So when you're out looking for businesses that you're wanting to recruit, you're looking for a partnership, right? You're looking for the right business that fits into our community. And they have certain expectations on what they would like for us to do. Well, we're no different, right? So we tell them what we're, as the community, as the government is willing to do for them, but we expect them to do the things that they tell us as well. So when it comes to the number of jobs they promise us, the wages for those jobs, their capital investments, if they don't meet those goals, well, we've got to have a way to bring back in some of the things that we promised them, and that's where clawbacks come in. They just hold everybody true to the promises they made before we started the relationship.
Pike County has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the state, even during COVID. The County Commission plays an important role in that. Please discuss your specific views on maintaining a low unemployment rate as it relates to the role of a county commissioner.
Sure. Well, the first two questions you asked really lead into that unemployment rate, the low unemployment rate. So workforce development, making sure that the people in Pike County are trained to do the jobs that we have here. Economic development, bringing in the right companies for those jobs to be here. Then also, one of the things we haven't talked about is helping our existing industry grow. We've had a really good run at that too. A lot of our local industry has grown tremendously over the last 4 years. And a lot of that comes from just partnerships, just out there talking to people. One of the first things we did after we got elected was go meet with the mayors of Troy, Brundage, Goshen, and Banks, and the other elected officials, try to come up with some common goals, some things that we needed to do, and then just work on them together. So, to sum all that up, really get the right fit through your recruitment, help your existing industries grow so that those jobs are there, and then just try to help those unemployed to get the resources they need to be able to fill those jobs. Luckily, consistently in Pike County, we've had more jobs out on Indeed than we've had unemployed people filing for unemployment. So it's a great place to be.
Thank you. Mail-in voting is a popular topic during this election cycle. Do you support the widespread unrequested blind mailing of ballots to residential addresses all over the country, and why or why not?
No, I don't. It really just, it opens us up to too much fraud, right? We've had a way, if you can't make it to the polls in Alabama, we've had a way for a long time for you to be able to vote. It's our absentee ballot system. So, and you got to be careful. Voting is one of the most important things that we have as a citizen, and one of the most important things that we can do to affect government. And we have to wonder the motivation of those who want to cheapen our vote by opening our elections up to fraud, right? So if you can't make it to the polls, the absentee ballot is the way that you have a mail-in ballot in Alabama.
Voter ID is another popular topic in this election. Republicans are pushing for stricter voter ID enforcement, while the Democrat platform is seeking to overturn and abolish voter ID laws like the ones we have in Alabama. Would you vote to support stricter voter ID laws?
The answer is yes. So it goes back to that not cheapening our vote. So everything we can do to keep fraud out of our election makes all of our votes more important, right? So you have to have an ID to drive a car, to cash a check, buy alcohol, buy tobacco. We could go on by the things that you have to have an ID for. So the thought that having to show that ID to get your ballot isn't somehow trying to keep somebody from voting, to me, is just not valid. Especially now, you can go to the Pike County Courthouse to the Board of Registrars and get a free ID. So there's no cost to it. And again, voting is it's one of the great privileges we have as a citizen of the United States and as a citizen of Alabama. And anything that's done to cheapen that vote, to me, you have to check the motives of the people who are trying to do it.
Unlike municipal elections, county commission elections are partisan, meaning that you must declare yourself a member of a specific party to run for office. When you qualify to run as a member of a party, you sign an oath that states you will support the platform of that political party, and you are running as a member of that party to support their principles. You are running as a Republican. What are 3 principles of the Republican Party that you consider to be most important?
Well, first, the party that you choose to run under tells a lot about the beliefs and the character in the person that's running, right? So there's established platforms out there that list those beliefs. But you also have the right to run as independent. So if you don't believe in the platform of the party, then you have other options. You don't have to run as a Republican or a Democrat. You can run as an independent and try to verbalize some of the beliefs that are in your core, right? So if I had to narrow it down to 3 of the beliefs of the Republican Party that my top 3, number 1 would be abortion. Number 2 would probably be the Second Amendment, our right to protect ourselves and our families. And then number 3, just the conservative, small government, limit government's role in your life belief of the Republican Party.
What are 3 principles of the opposing party, the Democratic Party, that you disagree with the most?
Just to limit it, I don't know, I'll try to limit it to 3, but the same ones, right? Abortion, murder of the unborn. The Second Amendment, the taking away of your rights to defend yourself and your family and your home. The big government ideals that government can think for you better. And take, for instance, the $15 minimum wage. I read an article the other day, and there was a couple of economists quoted that if $15 minimum wage was enforced in Alabama, it would cost us over 50,000 jobs. So we're talking about bringing 750 jobs in over the last 4 years, which is great for Pike County. But in one vote, if some of the things in their platform happen and $15 minimum wage is done, we stand to lose the gains that we made over 4 years over a smaller time frame.
The chairman of the Pike County Commission says that there has been more accomplished in the last 4 years on the county commission than in the prior 12 years combined. What will you do to ensure that the county commission continues to be productive?
A lot of the same things we've done over the last 4 years, hard work. The budget, to take the budget, the first thing, another one of the first things we did is we dug into the budget. Where can we save money? Where can we cut money? Where do we not have enough money? Which there was a lot of spots for those. That first budget, I think we had $25,000 worth of unallocated money. In other words, if something had broke, 2 air conditioners would have broke, we'd have been borrowing money to fix those at the courthouse, right? So in this last budget that we just approved at our last commission meeting, we moved almost $2 million out of the general fund into other things. We moved $1.2 million to continue our historic road work over the last 4 years. We moved over $500,000 to debt reduction. By the way, our first, what we called our 24-month plan was our first opportunity to do this, to try to pull money out of every pot to fix some of the things that were wrong in our budget and some of the things that were going on. I don't know, the road work, 93 miles in 4 years, 20% of our paved roads were paved. 52 of those were in District 4. That's unprecedented. Our Republican majority has meant a lot to that. We've been able to work together to do those things. Economic development, we've been able to communicate with the public better and get our message out. And so I could go on, but I saw the red card, so I'll stop.
The Pike County school system provides several academy programs for students. Would you be supportive of expanding the programs, or do you believe that it should be kept as is?
Yes, expand it in every way needed. That's one of those things that the Pike County Board of Education has done a good job of. But obviously we need to find a way to expand it and be able to cover those costs. We talked about a lot of ways we could do that through partnerships, public-private partnerships. There's grants out there. Another way, to tie this back together, you take economic development. So, and I did these numbers the other day, and I don't have them in front of me, so I can't quote you to the penny. But the unabated school taxes on universal precast, before they moved to that property, the county schools were getting approximately $20 from that property, the ad valorem tax. Today, they're getting over $8,500 a year. Rex was somewhere before Rex moved there. The county schools were getting approximately $50. Now they're getting over $30,000 a year. So economic development touches this too. It funds a lot of things. It funds through ad valorem taxes, the schools, obviously. It funds what we can do on our road system. Kimber, that property was owned by the IDB board, so there was no school taxes being paid on that. And now they're paying over $30,000 as well. So just in those 3 recruitments alone, the Pike County schools have got approximately $75,000 to be able to fund this kind of things.
Thank you, Commissioner Copeland. You now have 60 seconds to make your closing statement.
Well, again, I want to thank you for offering us this chance. I heard you say earlier that my opponent didn't take it. I hate that. So, a lot of these questions, as you see, you can ask him, because this is an awesome way for the people of Pike County to differentiate candidates, right? What's our beliefs and how we can move the county forward? We've had a lot of success over the last 4 years, and lots of things left undone. We got a lot of things that are still going, and just look forward to serving Pike County for another 4 years and continuing the growth.
Thank you for your participation in the Pike County Chamber of Commerce County Commission Candidate Forum. Again, to be clear, we invited Commissioner Copeland's challenger, Democrat nominee Michael Goodson, to participate in this forum, but he declined to participate. To learn more about joining the Pike County Chamber of Commerce, please visit pikecoc.com. Thank you.